Howdy neighbors, David here. And today on Boondock Stallions, we're going to be talking about episode 4 of Loki. But before we get started, go ahead and give this video a like and subscribe to the channel and get ready because there are spoilers ahead, and I probably should have turned my phone off before I started this bad boy. So hold on, let's do that right now. Okay, phone is off, no more interruptions. So, episode 4 of Loki. OMG. I was not expecting a lot of that, and I was expecting some of that. First of all, if you haven't checked out my video on Loki Theories, I've left it down in the comments. There's a link to it. Check it out. It's pretty awesome. Just a few predictions and theories that I've been working on and putting together in the back of my head that I really, really was looking forward to, some of which have been confirmed in the last 2 episodes, and some of which have been wrong. Yeah, it happens. I mean, I'm allowed to be less right than others from time to time. It's totally conceivable. So this week on Loki, we got to see, if you didn't stick around, there is an Easter egg at the very end of the episode. It's the first one, and it is, I'm going to call it the Loki verse, because it appears that all different variant versions of Loki are there. They didn't die, and it's kind of a cheat. It's like it reminds me of season 1 of Doctor Who, when you see the Daleks destroy Rose and turn her into a pile of dust, and the Doctor is devastated that Rose has been killed by the Daleks, but then you find out that it wasn't a disintegration beam, it was a transmat beam, and she was teleported aboard their ship and was safe and sound. Well, I mean, I guess as safe as you can be inside of a Dalek ship, am I right? So also, I realize that I'm a little close to the camera. I'm having a few issues with the lighting here in my apartment today, and I couldn't get the thing to stop flickering unless the laptop was in this one position, and I'm sitting right here perched on the edge of my seat giving you guys the info, and it's a little warm, so there goes the flicker. It's because I moved. It's because I moved. I'll stop. Dead still. Anyways, so we got to see Loki in the multiverse, and we got to see different versions of Lokis, and Mobius finally came to the realization that the TVA was lying to him, and in fact, he is a variant, and I'm really interested to see what kind of variant he is. It would be really hilarious if he was actually a variant of Loki in some other universe, and I'm really sorry about the flickering. I don't want to mess with it because, oh, got it, so I'm going to stay right here for the rest of the video. Boom, shakalaka. And so we might also get to see Mobius isn't dead. He might have, in fact, like Loki, woken up in his own little Mobius verse with other versions of Owen Wilson, and he just walks around and just like, wow, because it's going to be off screen. The director confirmed that we're not going to get it on screen, but directors lie. So I have a theory about Sylvie. If Sylvie doesn't get to go back to her own timeline, seeing as how it was deleted by the Time Agency and she has nowhere else to go, and she's already jumped the identity of Loki into Sylvie, could she in fact become this universe's Mephisto? I mean, in the painting of her in episode 1, she is depicted as a red devil, just like Mephisto is, and as she has no identity now and could have no identity in the future, she could be, in fact, this universe's Mephisto. And it's just me trying to shoehorn Mephisto in there somewhere, because I'm always trying to shoehorn Mephisto in there, and my dog is going crazy outside. He's fine. He's fine. He's fine. So that was one little thought that I had about Loki and Mephisto, and I mean Lady Loki. I'm sorry about that. Also, the TVA employees all being enslaved and turned into workers nailed it dead on. Also, the fact that Ray, there's my girl dog deciding to join in the fight. Ray, knock it off. Daddy's live streaming. She doesn't care. Anywho, so I called it on the TVA being a whole load of BS. There is nobody in the TVA that is actually controlling things. There is no timekeepers. They don't exist. They were a farce. They were, like I said, with the Wizard of Oz reference, the man behind the curtain, and we still haven't revealed who the person behind the curtain is, even though we know that Judge What's-Her-Name is, in fact, sorry, they got really quiet. Anyways, Kang the Conqueror. The judge is actually Kang's girlfriend in the comics, and he could reveal himself later on. That would be a little bit awesome. Also, the idea that Loki is in love with Lady Loki is twisted and brilliant and kind of beautiful, because, I mean, there'd be nobody. He'd never be happy with anybody but himself. And Lady Sif, in her little time loop thing, kept saying, "You deserve to be alone." And if Loki ends up with himself, he is technically alone and with somebody. And I mean, it's kind of funny. And it's beautiful, man. Like, honestly, who's going to love you better than yourself? Right? Right? Am I right? I'm right. So we have 2 episodes left. I was really happy that we did get an Easter egg at the very end of the episode. What are we thinking the big bad reveal is going to be? Because I loved WandaVision and I loved Falcon and the Winter Soldier, but I feel as far as final episodes went, they were just kind of lacking that grand finale, that oomph that you get when you go see one of these movies. It's like there's no close end. It's very open-ended, and I feel like there was some things that didn't get resolution that could be taken care of in the movies and might not even get dealt with in the movies or talked about ever again. Like I said, who was WandaVision streaming to? Was it somebody at the TVA? Could it be somebody at the Nightmare Department? Was Nightmare there? I'm not sure. Let me know what you think down in the comments. Be excellent to each other, and party on, dudes.